In 1959, the prospect for a child or a family with disabilities was very dismal. And so I want to take us back a little bit even before. In our nation's history, the thoughts about how and where and when people with disabilities can be helped and assisted wavered. Many parents were defying this notion that their children were worthless, that there was no future for them. And Little City joined that nationwide group of people who said, we will and can do better. And they created a place so that their children's hope, wishes, and dreams could be fulfilled. And what was kind of challenging at the time, the prospect of a child with disabilities living into advanced adulthood was null. That was non-existent. And so the initial thought of Little City was just during that moment that God has placed them on this earth. Let's give them the best possible dreams and outcomes. And so it started with just that desire to do something good and do something right.
I believe that the fitness and recreation program is an integral part of the individuals that we serve's overall quality of life. We provide opportunities, classes, and programs that really focus on the physical strength and the mental well-being of each of the individuals. So when I think about our program, I really think about Sierra Craig as someone who has completely benefited from everything we have to offer. Such a strong athlete, she's such a good friend, she has a huge heart, and she really is a great person to have on your team, have next to you in class. She helps everyone that she can, and she really goes out of her way to say something nice to someone to put a smile on their face.
In the horticulture program, especially like with our vocational students, get to intermingle in the community. Even with our plant sales, all the individuals look forward to the plant sales, meeting the people and the public. Beginning classes are really just getting used to getting their hands in the dirt, getting used to learning the names of plants, the parts of plants. When you think of one individual that really is all about horticulture, Leo is the standout. His whole face, everything, his whole body is just an enjoyment to watch because he enjoys all aspects.
The Center for the Arts, I think, holds a lot of benefits for the people that are participating in the program. And some of them are really obvious. I could talk about the artwork that they create and how beautiful it is. And that is great. I mean, it gives them a real sense of self-worth and accomplishment to consistently create such beautiful things. You know, if you need anything, you ask John for it because he knows where it is. He's right to think that this is his job because nobody does it like he does. And if he wasn't there doing it, there would just be a void that I don't know how we would ever fill it. I've never seen him have a bad day. I've heard of him having bad days, but I've never witnessed one. And maybe that happens in places other than the art studio.
Tommy actually started at the school and started with us in March of 2015 and was with us just at the school for a while before a place became available and he moved into Larry's home. Big, strong-spirited young man, but when you get to know him and can kind of get past that core, he has so many skills. You know, the sky is the limit. He knows what he wants and he will persist in asking for it, but he also takes feedback. You know, he is able to use tools that we have taught him at school with regards to sensory regulation. He also loves his family. When he came through our doors, people thought he really was this giant, and then we learned he really was this gentle giant. Families come to us, at a real time often of crisis. And so for them to have a place where their child can come, and not only do we get to know them in a very unique and special way, we love them, and to not be afraid of them and be able to push them to be the best version of themselves is huge for families. And, we have a great team around us that's able to do that.
At Countryside, we started as, mostly a vocational program. Countryside has become less about just the earning opportunities and more about learning and earning. We rely on our direct support staff, our case managers, our coordinators to give all of those services, whether it is emotional support or self-advocacy dreams. We do all of those things in the day. A gentleman named William, who has been with Countryside since 1986, now in employee development services and working with a job developer to gain community employment. We definitely want to continue to have more choices, more menu of services, things that anybody who is either there or coming in looking for services would be interested in adding to their lifelong learning.
When you look at, the past couple of years and what we've done with employment, I think of people like Kevin Maston, who have certainly had an interesting life. And so Kevin has done so many wonderful things. And I think one of the pieces that was missing for Kevin was that connection to community job, the independence and freedom that comes along with that. Kevin is a championship powerlifter. Kevin has so many friends and connections and networks within Little City. This newest opportunity for Kevin to obtain work at Lou Malnati's was kind of a convergence of many things. It was Kevin's commitment to employee development, one of our employment programs at Little City. It was a natural fit that, only a few days later, they made him an offer of competitive hire. And we were just all blown away. We knew it would happen, but this was just a really nice fit.
I can see what message that they were trying to convey, and that is each day try and make a difference in their lives. Without our staff, without our families, without our donors, there is no Little City. And they're coming on strong. And when they walk through the door, they want to know, what can we do to make Little City better, stronger, and sustainable?